Hi everyone, Stephen J. Dangle. That's not it. Hi, welcome to Steve's Dang It's, the year-end edition. Picking the biggest dang it play. The play that made the team go dang it. The biggest one for every team around the NHL. We're doing the Pacific Division, and today, the Edmonton Oilers. Ed Money. We're not Ed Money this year. Dude, there's a few teams. There's only a handful. Really, it's just the Sens and the Oilers, where when we get together and do a Dang It's video, I'm like, where do I even begin? I mean, they got pumped by the Sharks a few times. Remember those? Peter Chiarelli got fired, but not before the Oilers let him do a big old bunch of stuff. Why? Great question. No, it's okay. We all wanted Koskinen. Dude, look at his numbers. Are you sure you want to be claiming that right now? You have a perfect scapegoat right there. Oof. Their Zamboni broke down? But listen, your Zamboni's gonna break down. Sometimes you're gonna make rough trades or signings, and sometimes you're gonna lose, and lose badly. This, dang it, is just the Oilers, man. It's just the Oilers of this past season, and I want you to watch it. I want you to see it in all its gory detail. Listen, it's April, okay? You're playing for pride. You're paying to go into the offseason with, a little bit of momentum. You feel good about yourself, right? And they're going up against the Avalanche, who are preparing for the playoffs, and they're probably going to have to play a division leader. They're going to have to play the Flames. But you want to play the spoilers. The Oilers play the spoilers. It even rhymes. It's too perfect. You could already see it on all the headlines and all the websites and in the newspapers. Sure enough, the Oilers, at the beginning of the second period, are up 2-0 over the Avalanche. That is a good place to be. The other option is losing, and that 2-0 lead was great while it lasted, until the Avs dunked on the Oilers over and over and over again. I want you to watch this. I want you to watch the whole thing, seriously.
A 10-second 5-on-3 and then a 5-on-4, and here's McKinnon moving in, scores! Power play goal, Nathan McKinnon.
Nathan McKinnon burns two Oilers defenders. You know what they always tell you to do is have your feet completely stationary, especially against the league's fastest player. And you know what? It's Nathan McKinnon. That sucks, but it's going to happen. Sometimes you get caught flat-footed. Sometimes you go up against Nathan McKinnon. It's a rough go, but it's the NHL. But hey, look at that. Look at the big expensive TV thing. Oilers are still winning 2-1. You're in good shape. Shut her down, man. Okay, you see the bad thing you did? Don't do it again. Tyson Barrie comes in and...
Mentioned at the top of the show, 230 pounds, and there's a goal by Barrie.
Oh, Mikko. No. Tyson Barrie just... I need to stop with the fart noises. It's never good when the guy who scored looks surprised, and this is where it starts. This is what I'm talking about, guys. The Avalanche tie it up. It's a tie game. It's anybody can win, right? Look at the body language. Not that you're supposed to be happy when you cough up a 2-0 lead, but the we've got no shot body language echoing off them, radiating from them, like the smell of this goal. Palpable, but it's okay. They have a shot, right? Nope. Erik Johnson, you float that thing on net, and Alexander Kerfoot, you enjoy real estate.
And now, letting it go. Johnson on the doorstep. Kerfoot. Colorado has taken the lead.
Zadorov got that shot, and then on the ensuing shift in the zone, just a wrister through the traffic, goes off in Nieto, I believe, first.
Again. Teams are going to wire it from the point and get a little rebound goal. That's going to happen. Look at the body language. Look at the faces. This was in the dog days of April. The season is almost over, and everything radiating off the Oilers, despite the fact that it was still a close, winnable game, was get me out of here. But no, don't get me out of here. We can still win this. We're only down by 1. They erased a 2-goal deficit. Surely we can erase a 1-goal one. So Connor McDavid is out there, and he is doing everything. He's got to score all the goals, and he's got to defend all the goals. Here he is on defense, back checking. And his man, Colin Wilson, manages to get a shot off, but it's okay. The goalie's going to stop it.
Across to Wilson. He's got Soderberg with him. Wilson, backhand, he scores. Colin Wilson has a dozen goals on the season.
Bruh. Producer Drew, shut up. You're talking about, he's like, oh yeah, it was a really good backhand. What, you got a Colin Wilson jersey at home? Stop that! You gotta stop that! You're acting like it was bar down. You gotta go John Tortorella on John Graham. Do you remember that clip? Are you even old enough? Sometimes you need an occasional bleep bleep save. Look at McDavid's face. Look at him. Tell me you don't want to hug and rescue him right now. Tell him you don't want to just put his head on your shoulder and stroke his hair and tell him everything's fine. Once again, get me out of here. Hey, wait, I didn't say trade requests. I think you just did. All I'm saying is they couldn't wait for that season to be done. But it's okay, right? What am I about to say? Chance to win. You're absolutely right. The Oilers are down by 2, the Avalanche were down by 2, and they erased it. They can do it. They very extraordinarily did not. The final score of that game was 6-2 for the Avalanche, but it's not even about that. The Avalanche scored 4 goals in 7 minutes to get the 4-2 lead in that one and erase the 2-0 deficit. And you go, 7 minutes? Wow, that's fast. Looking at the body language on the team, I swear it was after the second goal they decided, I'm going home and playing Fortnite. They just look like they're thinking of anything other than the game they're playing in that night. Where we dropping? Did I remember to turn the stove off? Yes. Listen, the Oilers' entire season was a dang it. We could have cited so many off-ice moves that happened during the season that resulted in their GM getting fired. Some Oilers might say that their GM getting fired was the highlight of the season. Did I say some Oilers or some Oilers fans? I meant to say some Oilers fans, but I mean some of the players probably too. Leon Draisaitl had one of the most unbelievable seasons. He was a 50 goal scorer for the Edmonton Oilers, 105 points, and if you think that's spectacular, Connor McDavid had 11 more points than he did. That team didn't make the playoffs. McDavid finished 75 points ahead of the 4th highest scoring Oiler. His teammate, by the way, they didn't get any assists on his stuff. Here's how you get a point. You pass it to Connor McDavid. He rushes it up the ice and he does a bunch of crazy stuff and either gets a goal or a primary assist. How is no one else even close? I'll tell you the real dang it here. The real dang it is for hockey fans that we are deprived of Connor McDavid in the playoffs. On a team that even looks like it's going to make the playoffs, for crying out loud. On a team that looks like it enjoys playing hockey. Ken Holland has got a job ahead of him, but luckily, Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. I will not stand for the Ryan Nugent-Hopkins disrespect. He was very good last season. That team with those players, for crying out loud, has to make the playoffs. Otherwise, dang it, yet again. That is it for this one. A lot of Avalanche highlights I'm noticing in these, Drew. Is that on purpose? Anyway, okay. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends. I don't even know what to say. Get McDavid in the playoffs. Shouldn't be that hard.
You really should.
Guy has 116 points.